So it's been a while. I'm sorry about that. But today we're going to be talking about masking in Final Cut Pro and how I do this. Let's dive right on in. Alright folks, so I have Final Cut Pro open. Your layout may look differently than mine, but this is just how mine is set up. And I'm going to import my video footage and we can get started with masking. Okay, so here is my video footage. This is what I'm going to be masking. Really don't know why I chose to do this, but that's just what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to trim up some of this end here though. Let's say I just want to mainly mask out myself when I'm doing that wavy hand part. So we'll end it right there. About 4 seconds is the length of our clip. Obviously, the shorter the clip, the easier it will be to mask because you have less to work with, but you can still apply these techniques to longer clips as well. We've got our clip, got everything, it's all figured out. So what I'm gonna do is you're gonna locate, I have a lot of different colorings in here, so this little effects section may look differently from your computer to my computer as well. So I'm just gonna go to masks, which is right here, and you have a lot of different options. The only one I ever really use, and I use it all the time, is the draw mask tool. And this can seem kind of intimidating because once you drag it and drop it, you have to like actually draw. And if you're just using this for the first time, it may be like, what the heck do I do here? I can't just like literally move the thing around and it just picks it out. You actually have to make points around yourself. So I'm just gonna do that really quick. I'll speed through it and I'll show you how it looks when it's done. Okay, so we've got our mask here of me and it's all drawn out and cut out. And you've got this black background behind you. That's how you know you've successfully made a mask. But I mean, obviously, if you click off of the effect, it's still pretty like sharp and jagged and it kind of looks weird. And something I didn't always do, but just recently started noticing, is that if I want to change how jagged that looks, one really easy thing you can do is instead of linear, if you go to B-spline, that'll make it a rounded mask. And when you click on it, actually, you can see if you go in close, well, actually, you can see it right here on these edges. It just rounds that off for you between the points. Now that we've got that rounded off and that looks a little bit nicer, something else you may notice is that even though I'm moving, this mask is staying the same. I didn't do this earlier and had to go back because, hey, everybody messes up, and even if you've been doing this for ages, everybody forgets things sometimes. So, when you make your first outline, at the start, make sure you go over here to control points and you set a keyframe. Also, make sure you set a keyframe under the transform drop-down menu for position, because sometimes you don't need to actually move all the points around. Maybe if someone's standing still but the camera moves in a shot, all you need to do is shift the mask over a little bit but not change any of the points. So now go ahead to a different point where you move a lot and set a keyframe for that. And now I'm going to adjust all the points over and I will talk to you when we get there. Okay, so here is our new keyframe. We've now outlined our body again in that different moment. And here's why I like programs like Final Cut Pro and this specific masking tool, because when you use these keyframes, it will automatically, the computer tries to figure out how that mask would move between the 2 points, so it saves you time. You don't have to mask as much. So if you look, we still have a lot to do, but you can see how the mask is changing over time. So I'm just gonna mainly mask out a few more points like we did with this one, and I will show you how that looks afterwards. Okay, so I ended up shortening the clip up a little bit. This is the mask we've got right now. It's still a little janky, but that's okay. So first, we want our control. We want our first clip that is no mask. It's just the normal one in the background. So I'm just gonna copy this clip that we've got, paste it. It's this one right here, and I'm just gonna delete the mask effect. Then we've already got our masked clip, and we're just gonna drag it on top of that other control clip. For right now, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go down to the transform section, and then I'm gonna move my masked out body to the left. I'd say like, we'll go a little closer. I know the edges are pretty harsh right now, but we'll take care of that in just a minute. To get the same one on the other side, you're just gonna copy it and paste it again over top of the other clip, like so. Now we're gonna move it to the right side. Now we've got 3 of me. Now here's the real thing that's the challenge. If you'd like, it kind of bothers me, I know, that I have me in the center here behind the others. I kind of feel like it should be in order, like this one on top of both. Let me just try that a second. I'm just gonna paste it again, but I'm gonna get rid of the position. Just reset it back to 0. I think I like this one best, with the middle one in the middle and the right one on the very top. Right now, all of these are pretty decent, but we've got kind of harsh edges. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the feather for each of these clips, and we're gonna feather the edges out a little bit. All right, so now we've got the basic effect here. We've got the three of us, all lined up, and we're all doing the same thing. And it's pretty short, it's almost like 2 seconds, so I'll just play that for you really quick. Kinda trippy. Okay, but maybe you've got this all figured out, and you wanna add some, I don't know, maybe coloring effects. Maybe you want them to look a little bit different than each other. So I'm actually gonna try the Hue and Saturation Curves. And I believe this is our leftmost clip, so I'm just gonna mess around with this for right now. Maybe I'll do green for this one, and then I'll do blue for the middle one, and then we'll do a different color for the top. Okay, so right now this is what we've got. So that's cool and all, but maybe we want to go even crazier and add the prism effect. Prism effect is so nice. I love this thing, and I hope everybody else has tried it out because it's amazing. I'm just gonna search for it to save some time. Prism, and let's drag this onto our other clips. We'll mess with the settings in just a sec. Okay, I think I like that. I'm happy with that. Next, I think just to add some flair, I don't really like the background colors, so I'm gonna make the original clip black and white. So I'm just taking the saturation down. Then I'm gonna pre-compose them all together. You can just select all your clips, and then if you right click on them, you can just do new compound clip, and that'll put it all together. Okay. And the nice thing about this too is if you're ever worried you made a pre-composed clip and you want to go back and change something, if you double click the compound clip, you can go back in and edit everything. So that's pretty handy. I think this is about it. I'm just gonna add a coloring and I'll show you how it looks when it's done. Alright, then I'm just gonna go up to modify and render the selection. That'll only render the one clip, and then we'll preview it. Alright, let's check it out. Pretty funky. So that is our clip. I really hope you guys learned something. I hope this cleared up how some editors mask out characters, at least in Final Cut Pro. But this is how I mask characters out for my edits on my edit channel, which you can subscribe to if you'd like. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.